everything that was added in the Minecraft 1.16 update. Call it the Nether update, if you're living under a rock. First off, we have ancient debris. You will absolutely need this if you want to get far in life. Now, that's easier said than done, because this can be found at any altitude in the Nether, which, oh great, that sounds great, but no, it's found in the deep, like 8 to 22 Y levels. It can be made into netherite scrapped by smelting it in a furnace. It has the same blast resistance as obsidian, so it doesn't explode with TNT, but can be moved with pistons if you want to do that, for whatever reason. It cannot be burned by lava or fire, and it floats in lava, perhaps. You need a diamond pickaxe to mine it. Good luck with that. It never spawns open. It's always covered by blocks of lava, because this game hates you. And you hate it back. Next we have Basalt. Basalt. What a nice name. These are generated in basalt pillars that are in soul sand valleys and basalt deltas. And we'll get to all the biomes and mobs and items later. We're first going on blocks. They can be placed directionally, similar to logs. Block logs, yeah. It has a polished variant if you want to do that for whatever reason, and it can generate whenever lava touches blue ice while flowing over soul soil. That is way too specific, and probably never gonna happen. Next we have Blackstone, which is basically the stone of the Nether. It's generated in basalt deltas. It has a regular polished, chiseled, polished brick, and cracked polished brick variants. And it can make all those into slabs, stairs, and walls, cause yay, building. It has a button and pressure plate as well, because it's stone. And it can also be made into furnaces and stone tools. So you can, if you don't have that, when you go into the Nether, you can make it in the Nether. Next we have the block of netherite. This is perhaps the hardest block to get in the entire game. You need 9 netherite ingots, like, obviously. It's like the ancient debris cannot be exploded by TNT, and it's movable by pistons if you want to do that. And it can be made into a fully powered beacon. If you make this, you have no life. Next we have chain. Chain, I don't even know why they even add this. This is useless. I don't know why, but whatever. It's generating bastion remains, you know, that thing. I'll get to that later. It can also be crafted using 2 iron nuggets and 1 iron ingot, and I bet you didn't even know that iron nuggets existed until you found out it did. Next we have 2 types of nether bricks. They're not important enough to have their own time. Chiseled and cracked. You can make chiseled with 2 nether brick slabs. Why not? And you can make cracked one by smelting it in a furnace. Not a blast furnace, just a furnace. Because if you do it in a blast furnace, it dies. Oh, it doesn't do anything, whatever. Okay. Next, we have crimson and warped fungi. These look like mushrooms, but do not be fooled. They are not mushrooms. They have nothing to do with mushrooms. They are in fact saplings. And you can make the stupid trees, you know, the crimson and warped trees with these things, because they're saplings, you know. They can be placed on literally anything that's a soil, and it can be used in composters, like anyone uses that. Next we have crimson warp nylium. I hope I said that right, probably not, but whatever. These are the grass blocks. They have literally everything to do with grass. You can press boomy on it and it grows weeds. It can be, and it spreads to netherrack. Yep. Next we have crimson warp planks. These are planks. What do you expect? The only thing is that they don't burn. They are crafted from the logs of the trees, the crimson warped, and they can all be made into slabs, stairs, fences, fence gates, pressure plates, signs, buttons, doors, trapdoors, etc. But here's another thing: they cannot be used as furnace fuel because they don't burn. Next we have crimson warp roots. These are basically grass. Yeah, it's grass. They can be used in compost. Next we have crimson and warped stems. These are not logs. No, they are stems. Yes. You probably wonder what's the difference? They have animated textures. Look at that. Beautiful. Like everything else that's in the nether, they cannot be burned. And they can just do whatever a normal log can do, so good job. Next, we have crying obsidian. Fun fact, this was in the game. And then it got deleted. And now it's back. They can be found in ruined portals and bastion remain loot chests. They can also be obtained by bartering with piglins. We'll get to that. They emit purple particles that look like tears. So it truly is crying. And it has the same blast resistance as obsidian, so it doesn't explode. Next we have gilded blackstone. This is basically the gold. It's gold ore, except it's in blackstone. But what's weird about this is that it has a chance to drop gold nuggets. Chance. Yes, that's what we need. If it doesn't drop it there, it just drops itself as an ore. I don't know why, but sure, why not? Next we have hyphae. I definitely pronounced that right. These are the exact same thing as logs, except they're on all 6 sides. Moving on now. Next we have lodestone. Lodestone. It's crafted with a netherite ingot and chiseled stone bricks. If you use a compass on it, it turns into a lodestone compass, and we'll get back to that. And it can do that in all dimensions. Next we have nether gold ore. This is gold ore, except it's in the nether, and it's worthless because it drops golden nuggets, not golden ingots. And it can be mined with any pickaxe. So it doesn't have to be an iron one, because good job. Next we have Netto Sprouts. This is grass. Again. Except it's only in the warped forest. Yeah, it can be used in compost. So that's a thing. Next we have Quartz Bricks. It can be crafted with 4 blocks of quartz. And yeah, it's Quartz Bricks. Yep. Next we have Respawn Anchor. Yes. You can craft it with 6 crying obsidian and 3 glowstone. It can be used to set your spawn points in the nether like you would want to wake up in hell. And it uses glowstone blocks as charges. It can have 4 charges, which each charge means a life. Like, you respawn there like 4 times until you respawn back in the overworld. And if you use it in the overworld, it explodes. If you use it in the end, it explodes as well. So sorry you can't spawn in the end if you die while defeating a worthless dragon, but whatever. Next we have Shroomlight. This is off-brand glowstone. It is literally glowstone, except it can be mined with any tool and not break into dust, so I guess it's better. It can be mined with any tool, but holes are effective. So that netherite hole has some effectiveness other than farmland. It generates in the trees. Next we have soul campfires. It's a campfire, except it's the soul variant. You use soul sand or soul soil instead of in the crafting thing. And this is probably the only thing good about this thing. Piglins are repelled by it for whatever reason, but hey, if you are getting attacked by piglins because you don't have gold armor, you can place some soul campfires everywhere. Next we have soul fire. This is fire, except it's soul. If you light flint and steel on soul sand or soul soil, it becomes blue and it's soul fire, and it burns forever, similar to netherrack and stuff. And it does twice the amount of damage, so that's not good. And it doesn't extinguish in the wind. Next we have soul lanterns and soul torches. They're the same thing. They are the same thing as their normal counterparts. Except they use soul sand and soul soil in the crafting recipes. In fact, they're worse than the normal counterparts. So I don't even know why you use this. Why would you do this? Next we have soul soil. This is useless. Soul soil and soul sand are the exact same thing. Soul soil is just a little bit, I don't know, cooler, I don't know. They're literally the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing. And yes, you can make a wither with soul soil. Next we have a target. No, not the store. A target. It's a redstone. So good job, Mumbo Jumbo. Yay, Mumbo redstone. It sends a redstone signal whenever a projectile hits it, like an egg, or an arrow, or a snowball. Actually, an arrow makes it last for a little longer. It can be mined with any tool, but once again, hoes are effective. Why'd you craft a netherite hoe? Next, we have the twisting and weeping vines. These are vines. Or so it seems. The weeping vines go down, but the twisting vines go up. They can be used in composters. Next we have the warped wart block. This is basically the leaves of the warped trees. The crimson trees already has a block. It's a nether wart block, but this is a warped wart. They can be used in composters. So yeah, that was part 1, cause this took a surprising amount of time. It's probably because I'm lazy, but whatever. It took a while. This is only the blocks. Next, I'll do the items and mobs and nether fortresses. Not nether, okay, structures. Except they'll probably be in one episode, cause there's a lot of blocks. Yep. A lot of blocks, cause they added like 4 biomes, But yeah, see you guys.